The Texaco RS500 is quite possibly the most iconic race car ever. And in this video, I'm heading down Paul Linfoot Racing, the home of Sierra RS500s, to catch up with an incredibly special build. This car, we originally came to see the shell, it was about a year ago, Paul? Maybe it was a year and a half?
Yeah, it will have been, yeah. It will be about that, yeah.
This is a genuine, unused Eggenberger shell. Paul had it in his workshop. Genuine, unused Eggenberger shell, brand new, never painted, never had anything done with it. Didn't even have a roll cage in, did it, mate?
No, it was about, I would have said probably 35% of the fabrication done at Eggenberger. But there was no cage or anything. There was actually less done than we thought there was, to be fair, but about 35%. So yeah, it's basically the very, very last genuine Eggenberger built shell. So it was a brand new 909 Motorsport shell that they'd got in the workshop, done some of the preparation on it for either a new build car or a spare shell. And then obviously the program with Ford for the Sierras had finished and they went on to Mondeos. So the shell was just left in Rudy's cellar in his workshop, and it sat there for years and years with mountains and mountains of brand new Eggenberger parts that you've already seen.
And for those that don't know, Eggenberger built the genuine Texaco RS500s. They were Rudy's cars, weren't they?
That's right, yeah. It was a contract for Ford for Rudy to build all the works cars.
And there's a genuine one just behind you there, isn't there?
Yeah,
in the Bastos livery now.
That one is actually the real version of this car, if you will. So that was Steve Soper's Texaco car in 1988, I must get that right. And the reason it's in Bastos is the Texaco sponsorship deal with Ford finished at the end of '88. So all the original Texaco cars were then obviously repainted in various different liveries, whatever the sponsorship was. And that car ended up in 3 different liveries in '89, did that car. Finally ended up in the Bastos livery because that car was picked along with a brand new built car that Rudy built to go and do the Spa 24 Hour, of which that car won it. So
it was the first turbocharged car as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first turbocharged car to win the Spa 24 Hour, which makes it even more special. So we were lucky to have that because when we built this, we've copied that car exactly.
You've even had, it ran different suspension on the back, didn't it? Like different beams and that. You've had all the beams remade. Instead of magnesium, you've gone for aluminium. It's a bit more durable.
All aluminium rear arms. The 87 cars, the Texaco cars, ran a magnesium rear arm. End of 87, they changed them to aluminium and they made them slightly longer as well, called the Evo arms. Never really got to the bottom of why they changed from magnesium to aluminium, whether it was cost, we don't know. They went to Ali. So this car has got everything brand new on it, but a lot of the parts on this car were out of them boxes that you went through with me on a previous video. And we looked through boxes and boxes of brand new Eggenberger parts, which actually came to us with this shell. So this shell and all them brand new Eggenberger parts, there was rear spoilers, there was everything, wasn't there, if you remember? Everything came to us. We then sold them to the customer of this car who we're building this car for. He bought all the spares, the shell. There was 3 engines, if you remember. There were 2 brand new road car engines, a brand new race engine, which is now in this car. So he bought everything and then he's paying us to build this car for him.
So it's all full Group A stuff?
Everything on this car is brand new. It's either new old stock from Rudy's workshops or a brand new stuff that we've had remanufactured.
And Paul, when I turned up, Paul is still working on this car. He was saying it's not clean enough to video, but I was like, let's see it. So it is, I mean, to me, it's spotless, mate, but it's still a work.
Basically, it's not finished, but we're taking it to the NEC tomorrow because we had it there last year, but obviously a lot less. There was no engine gearbox or anything like that in it. So we're taking it really as an update so people can see the next level we've gone to. So all the wiring's in now, all the gauges are in. The only thing to go inside now is the door panels.
The door cards,
the fuel tank system needs piping up and fitting, and that's really it inside. Everything else is done. Outside wise, everything's done. He obviously needs the wheels refurbishing because the wheels are old wheels that we've just put tyres on to use it. But out of that, if you remember, that brand new stuff we had, all the glass in this car is brand new out of Ford bags.
Really? Brand new glass, Cosworth glass?
That is all brand spanking new, genuine Cosworth glass.
Because it's got a brown tint, the Cosworth glass, hasn't it?
As you can see, it's tinted.
Aye.
Even all these, which nobody can get anymore.
All
These
brand
are
new
all
rubbers.
brand new, out of Ford bags. All the door handles, the locks are all brand new. Even all the catch mechanisms in there, look. All brand new Ford. All these rods are brand new. Everything, all come out of bags.
Amazing.
Which is, people say, oh, why have you done that on a race car? But that's what came with the bits. So
what's the plans with the car? Is it going to be raced or is it going to be...
Yeah, the guy who we're building it for, he won't drive it himself. He's on about getting a professional driver to race it for him, which we have an idea who it's going to be.
Right. I would like to see it. All right, Steve Sorter.
So we're going to speak to Steve, see if he'll do all the testing work on the car for us, make sure everything's up to speed. He'll tell us any tweaks he wants to into it. So
what's the switch for, mate, on the...
That's the electric kill. So if you switch that, it kills the engine, puts everything off. You have to have them on race cars now.
Can we have a look under the bonnet, mate?
Yeah, it's not finished, but we're getting there. But this
doesn't start at the minute, does it, the car? It's not running.
We had to leave this project for a bit because that is the brand new Eggenberger race engine. That is the last one that came in a crate, and it was all dyno tested, everything, all the paperwork was with it, dyno tested at Rudy's. But obviously it was done 35 years ago.
Right.
So you can't really run an engine that's been sat for 35 years. So we sent it to Harvey Gibbs, and Harvey has stripped it and just basically put new gaskets in it, made sure it was, you know, all internally perfect. And we've had to put different cams in it.
Right.
Because it's now running on life management.
Right, so you've gone with a new management.
We've gone with a modern management on it because we would have liked to run the same as my Bastos car, but that's a Bosch system that was state of the art at the time. It was like, it's about this big, it's massive as it is here, and it's proper trick. But you can't get support with that anymore now. If out goes wrong with it, you're stuffed. So we decided to put this on a life management system, which meant, you know, like changing the bottom pulley to a different pickup points and what have you. But that is the last brand new, genuine Eggenberger race engine that's been put in this car.
And you've even put the little valve on the expansion bottle and everything.
Well, that came with a part. That believe because it's gone yellow, it doesn't look it, but that's a brand new header tank.
Oh, really?
And that was done again at Eggenberger. They've done that. But
do you ever know what that? Did we find out what that's for? Do you know what it's for?
Yes, to relieve pressure out of it.
Is that all it's for? Just to let the pressure out instead of popping the cap?
Well, both. You can let pressure out, or you can pressurise the system. So you can put pressure into it by that, or let pressure out. So you can do it both ways. But it's got genuine Eggenberger airbox like it should have. Even when we put the cage in it, again we copied, excuse me, we copied the Eggenberger roll cage, millimetre perfect. We've even put them cutouts in the cage there, look.
So you can get to the nuts, the bolts.
Yeah. Which I was insistent on that. I just said it was just, you know, when you look at a car, and we've been through this on videos before where there's certain things that you can pick up on and know that that is a certain build car. Well, you know it's an Eggenberger car if you see them cutouts. If you look on my Bastos car over there, you'll see it's exactly the same.
Because this is like the real thing, isn't it?
This is the real car.
Aye. So you've even got all the top mounts and everything the same.
Everything's the same. They were all brand new in the bags we took out, and even you see that bottle there. That's a BMW.
I was going to say it's a BMW part, isn't it?
Well, we tracked them down.
Did you really?
We went through BMW at York. We gave them the part number, and they found some in Switzerland or somewhere like that. They found them, so we bought 10.
What's it off like? An old E28 or something?
Yeah, it's an old it's a 3 Series, but it's an old one. It's like a 1986 or something like that, BMW 3 Series. And he tracked them down, so we bought them. We've got a brand new one in a bag. We just need to make the bracket to go on there. But as you notice, you can see these top mounts. They're all brand new out of the bag ones.
Mate, absolutely. Mate, the standard of your cars is just another level anyway, but this is absolutely beautiful.
It looks nice when it's clean, to be fair. But
it looks nice like that.
Well, the thing is, race cars now, years ago people weren't really that bothered. If it was a race car, you know, they weren't that bothered about the paintwork, and because it was going to get damaged, it was going to get knocked about. But even rally cars now, people have rally cars built and they want them
perfect.
And I think, you know, when you look at this car to build, it's $250,000. It's 250,000 to build this car.
I can well imagine. I can well
so
imagine.
when you think maybe an extra $5,000 of paint, compared to an average paint job, is neither here nor there.
No, it makes sense.
The wiring's expensive. These wiring looms are £8,000, but they're all Raycom, they're all state of the art, they're all on bulkhead quick release connectors. And
is that your own wiring loom?
Yeah, it's one we've had made. We had a company that make them for Formula One make these looms for us. And again, like I said, they're so expensive, but they're just
the quality and everything.
They're just fantastic. You know, like you can undo it there on bulkhead. You can just turn that clip there, and there you are. So if you want to take the engine bay loom out, it's as simple as that. You know, and that system works throughout the car. It's joined in the dash, it's joined in the back. So there's like 5 looms to this.
Is there
and
really?
They're all on them quick connectors, so you can just, like if you want to take the dash out of this car, you can unscrew the dash panel. So you can take all them gauges out, lift it out, one connector and disconnect it and pull the whole lot out. All of them gauges there are on quick release connectors. So if you have a dodgy gauge or anything like that, you can just click it out, pull the gauge out, put it on and click it in seconds. Expensive to do that, but...
Absolutely beautiful. Did you get the gearbox in the crate? Was the gearbox in the
There was a brand new gearbox. That's the brand new gearbox in it. The diffs came but disassembled. So we had the crown wheels, the pinions, the casing, all the bearings, all the seals. We've sent them to Barra Motorsport. Barra's built up 2 diffs for us. They're ready to collect, so there'll be 2 different ratios of diffs for it. So everything is brand new. The pedal box, everything.
Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I love it, and to be honest, I'll be sorry to see it go if I'm honest when it's finished. But the guy who owns it, he's a good friend of mine, and to be honest, he even said the only reason he bought it was because he knew I wanted to build it. I wanted to use all them brand new Eggenberger parts and build a car, so he bought this just so I could build it, really.
Mate.
And we're going to have some fun
incredible.
with it. So we just made exhaust for it. Steve did that yesterday. So it's just temporary on there now at the moment. We've got to finish it, linish it and polish it all up and make a bracket to mount it up properly.
Incredible. I hope you enjoyed that, fellas. To me, such an incredible car. Have you got any ideas when it's going to be finished, Paul? 'Cause I know that, but looking at it, there's not that much left to do, is there?
No, early next year, because we need to do testing on the car before the season starts. So we'd like to do testing sort of maybe late February, early March. So really all of it is the diff, the rear shafts to put in, the fuel system to finish, which we're getting a brand new fuel bladder made for it, connect the engine bay loom up, and bits of trim and bits and pieces. So yeah, we're not far off with it at all, really.
Hopefully I'll make it down to some testing days as well, if you don't mind. I'd love to see you come round the track. And
we might let you down.
The car's going to be, well, it'll have been and gone, but hopefully you've been down the Birmingham NEC to Paul's stand and seen the car, and you'll appreciate how special and amazing and how well finished it is. I will leave full contact information for Paul below this video if you want to get in touch with Paul for anything RS500 related. But yeah, again, mate, thanks for having us down. Thanks for taking the time out of your day, because I know you're keen to get packed up.
Yeah, we are, so bugger off.
But thanks again for watching, fellas, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.